Berlin police ruin perfectly good Pride event by shooting attacker mid-rampage. Local authorities are facing sharp criticism today after officers interrupted a joyful Pride celebration by fatally shooting a man who had just driven a van into the crowd and begun stabbing participants. The suspect, later identified as a 21-year-old German citizen of Lebanese descent with known ties to Islamist circles, was reportedly in the middle of what organizers described as an unscheduled interactive performance when police ended the show. One person was killed and more than a dozen injured before officers spoiled the fun by opening fire as the man charged them with a weapon. Community leaders expressed disappointment that the event, which had been promoted as a celebration of diversity and inclusion, was cut short so abruptly. "We were just starting to feel the full spectrum of perspectives," said one organizer, who asked not to be named while recovering from minor injuries. Then the police had to go and impose their narrow, binary view of public safety. City officials stressed that the suspect's background was complicated and that any rush to judgment would only feed harmful stereotypes. "He was a product of many systems," a spokesperson explained. Lebanese heritage, German citizenship, online radicalization, it's a rich tapestry. Focusing on the van and the knife is reductive. Pride attendees were left processing mixed emotions. Several noted that the attacker had at least shown up and participated, which is more than some politicians manage. Others pointed out that the rapid police response itself felt exclusionary. "They didn't even try de-escalation or dialogue," one activist complained. "They just defaulted to the same old tools of the satire patriarchy." In the aftermath, hashtags calling for more understanding and fewer police flooded social media. A petition demanding sensitivity training for officers who interrupt cultural expressions at Pride events has already gathered thousands of signatures. Meanwhile, local mosques and community centers issued statements condemning violence in general while carefully avoiding any specific mention of the day's events. As Berlin continues to process the incident, one thing remains clear: the only thing more dangerous than a van full of intolerance is a police force that refuses to let it finish its work.